Hello and welcome to another Masters of Disney Adventures video with the usual Disney news and chat, and as well as where we are on our holiday plans at the end.
It's getting closer.
It is definitely getting closer. It's like, yeah, almost a month by the time this video goes live.
It's crazy.
So yeah, it's getting exciting now.
First things first though, as I can hear it pelting in the window, hope everyone stayed safe in the weather we've had recently. It's been atrocious. Hope everyone's kept themselves safe. We've been thinking about you all.
Definitely, yeah. Been quite treacherous, hasn't it, with trees falling down and roofs falling off.
I think it's been worse here today though than it was the other day when we had the actual named storm, but never mind. Let's just looking forward to that more spring weather and, and heading to
another British winter, isn't it?
Yeah, and heading to Disney soon.
Right, so first up then, we've got some good news for you all. Anna and Elsa, which we all know and love, are back with the character mates, that is, from the was it the summer house, the Royal Summer House?
Summer house.
In Epcot.
Big summer blowout.
Yeah, that's the one in Epcot, obviously, where the Norway Pavilion is.
And the word
next to
shop.
the Frozen. That's in Germany.
Yeah, but it's next door, innit?
more or less. Yeah, well, obviously where the Frozen ride is.
Yeah.
We're actually in the Frozen 2 outfits now.
I know. I didn't realise that. Elsa looks beautiful in that dress.
Which would be pretty good, because obviously Olivia's got the photos of them in
in
Frozen,
the Frozen 1. Yeah, so it'd be cool.
So, yeah.
Have them in the Frozen 2. They have still got the barrier up.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But at least they're there. That's the main thing. They're there, and we can see them, and they're in their gorgeous number 2 outfits. And that sounded wrong. Frozen 2 outfits.
That sounds better.
Yes, and we noticed some of the pictures that were going around, but it's the same Elsa that Alithia saw.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah, so hopefully she'll be there on the day. So yeah, let us know. What do you think? Is that a character meet that you're most looking forward to? Tell us in the comments below.
I know Alithia will be, but also I think she's secretly hoping that they make a permanent Mirabelle fixture.
Yeah, it's
Where would she be though in Epcot if she was there? They've got Mexico. Would she go in the Mexico?
Well,
Colombia. It's not really.
No, I don't think she'd fit in.
She wouldn't.
So
She'll have to they'll have to build their whole new country. Actually, speaking of Disney World and then also Mirabelle, there's another news story which I heard about the other day, which is not in there, but oh no, it is. There it is. You were gonna say. I'll let you do that one in a minute, or should we just go into that one in a minute?
Go on then. That can be the next news story, being as you've started it.
Next news story. Lin-Manuel Miranda, I got that right, thanks to Stephen writing it down, has basically outlined the idea, or his idea, of a Encanto themed ride.
Or an attraction.
To Mr. Chapek. So we'll see if he agrees.
Good luck to him.
He better. We definitely want that there.
Yeah.
I think it would be a very welcome thing. The thing is, some people are saying, oh, is it too early, blah, 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 but I think it's perfect timing. Whilst it's relevant, whilst it's relevant, get it in there. And the thing is, I don't think Encanto will ever go out of fashion. Like, look at how popular Frozen still is.
Exactly.
And that was kind of an off the whim. They did that pretty quick after Frozen was released, didn't they? Turned the existing ride into a Frozen over thing. What's the one? Overlay, that's the one. Overlay. And then obviously they're planning on turning the Princess and the Frog, or turning the wet ride.
Splash Mountain.
Thank you. I've got no words today. Splash Mountain into a Princess and the Frog overlay. So
they're a bit slower in doing that.
Yeah. When was Princess and the Frog out? Was it out before Frozen?
Yeah, I think it was 2015. I want to say. I'll put the correction here.
But
because I'm probably wrong. So.
Yeah, but either way, like they're obviously planning on they're doing these things. So I think Encanto will live on for a long time.
They've got to do it.
They have to.
It's one of the biggest Disney films out.
Where would they put it?
Don't know. Who knows? That's probably the next
That's
question.
probably why they might be wondering.
That's probably why Mr. Chapek would be.
Where would it
or
go?
what he'd be asking.
Which park would it go in? Which park do you think it would go in? Let us know down below.
Well, if it went in Epcot, they'd have to create a whole new country, Colombia.
Well, I think they should, because it's very cultural. I think it's a very cultural place, and I think it would be a welcome addition to Epcot.
Magic Kingdom.
It's not princessy enough for Magic Kingdom, but then magic.
Really, yeah.
It's magical. Magical.
Is it a Frontierland sort of thing?
No.
No.
It's not. It wouldn't go into Fantasyland.
No. Where else have you got? Hollywood Studios?
No, that's more Pixar based.
Yeah.
And also more like Marvel and all that lot, isn't it?
Well, I hope
Animal Kingdom.
Manuel Lin-Miranda.
It might go into Animal Kingdom. Well, they put Avatar in there. That's not really very animal-y.
Yeah, but that's got all the Avatar creatures.
Yeah, but it's still not very animal-like, is it? Antonio likes his animals. Think about Antonio's room. That's the main the whole thing around the whole movie.
Yeah, but that's one bit.
I don't know. They'll have to just create a whole new pavilion. But I think Bob Chapek should just do it.
Okay, and moving on to the next story. Thunder Mountain is open.
Didn't know it closed.
No, neither did I, but apparently it's had some essential maintenance.
Well, that's good. Getting ready for our return.
Just like the other mountain has. Splash Mountain.
And the other mountain and the other ones currently closed.
Yeah, the very big mountain.
They're doing the 3 mountain peak challenge.
Maintain those mountains. So yeah, it's already open now. So yeah, if you knew it was closed, then now it's
open. Are you glad it's open? It's good to know that they're still maintaining it though.
Oh yes, yeah, I wouldn't want it to
doing the maintenance on it.
Have a problem mid-ride.
Exactly.
So yes, that's one ride that I definitely am looking forward to. And Alithia is as well, isn't she?
I know. So she's tall enough. We've been keeping her measurements up.
She can pretty much ride most rides now.
There is one that she definitely can't.
The one
Space Mountain.
Space Mountain, and she can't ride the other mountain that you just mentioned.
Everest.
Everest, that's one.
But then Space Mountain, she definitely would fall out, considering you nearly fell out.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't actually fall out, but you felt like you were gonna fall out.
And then, on that note, moving on. So, coming soon is another, what would you say, instalment of the main attraction.
Oh yeah, this one you're looking forward to.
I am. Specifically as we've named our car the Black Pearl. It's going to be based on the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
I do have to say it's probably one of my favourite rides. And if I was going to get a top from Disney World, it'd probably be the Pirates of the Caribbean one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To go with your tiki room.
Yes, definitely. So yes, that's the next range that's coming out. The usual offerings, probably a Loungefly bag. I would speculate. Yeah. It looks
a bit like the one from the previous, the Space Mountain themed one, right. But it's basically on the pockets and the ears. It's got all the Pirates of the Caribbean theme. Oh. So it's like a black and white one, and then the ears that you can get. Yeah. Stephen's going to put them here right now.
You like giving me a challenge.
They've got all the Pirates of the Caribbean theming on them, and they've also got in the middle, about here, I'm pointing to it now, it's got a little mini pirate hat, like, okay. Yeah. And then Mickey is here, look at him, he looks gorgeous. He's also got the same hat on, and Stephen wants to get him to put in the back thing of his car.
Yeah, I think it would great in the back of my car.
So yeah, there's some cool, and the pin looks cool as well.
Yeah.
So.
Seems quite a good offering, doesn't it? I mean, you like the...
I loved the Space Mountain stuff, but it kind of just came out at the wrong time for me to be able to afford it, and it sold out within seconds.
Well, apparently it's yet to come out in the States, we've since read, so you might have another chance.
You might have a chance to get it in the States. Well, we'll see. Thing is, the thing I wanted the most probably was the Loungefly, I've heard lots of horror stories about how damaged the Loungefly actually was. It seemed like it was put together quite quickly.
I wonder if they've still got them in the Disney Store London, because then you can actually
we can have
look at them and
yeah,
make a decision.
But I think if anything, I'd probably get the ears. But then again, they didn't look that good quality.
Don't know. I think all ears under close quarters look a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but then if you're buying them from a person who hand makes them, you wouldn't expect them to be perfect. You're not paying like $30 for something, oh, £30, sorry, from the people that hand make them, the company, the small businesses you buy them from. They actually look in a better condition, considering you pay a lot less for them than the Shop Disney ones did, considering you pay £30 for them, or the better half of $29.99. You know,
that's true.
You'd expect more from it. You'd expect them to be perfect, and everything I've ever bought from anyone who's done a small business make them perfect. I've never ever come across any bad makes from any small businesses.
No.
I think they probably put a little bit more effort into it, which is they want their customers to be happy with what they're buying, and I've never ever had any problems. But you'd expect more from Shop Disney, considering the price you're paying, especially Loungeflies when they're £78 to £80. And the stitching's not been done. There's damage to the sides.
No, I think you pay more for better quality, don't you? And if you're not getting it, then that's that. Isn't it?
If you're paying £30 for a good, like a sale Loungefly, and it's got a bit of damage to it, so be it. They're going to get damaged anyway. But when you're paying the best part of £80 for a Loungefly, expect more. Which is why I probably end up looking at, if I go and buy one from Florida, I want a Disney Parks one, don't I?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I'm going to be looking for the best quality one on the shelf.
Get your magnifying glass out, check all that stitching.
Yes, exactly that.
So, yes, that'll be another good thing to see. What do you think, guys? Is that something you're looking forward to getting? Let us know below.
You are.
Yep. Moving on. So, as you probably heard already, vaccinated guests are now able to go maskless around the parks. So, yeah.
I'm going to still wear a mask inside, I expect, or like if I'll have it handy, so if something looks particularly busy and you have to get particularly close to people, then I will put one on. I'm currently shopping on Etsy for a nice Disney themed one. I've got Disney themed one, but they're quite old now. They're a couple of years old. They're all getting a little bit, so I want to get Alithia, because she's got the Shop Disney ones, and they're too small, they don't stay on her ears, so I want to get her a nice Tinkerbell one.
Yeah, because Alithia's obviously in back.
Because Alithia's, they've not really said
been 5 years old, so.
They've not really said much. We're a little bit fearful because the UK have just announced that from the month that we fly to Florida, anyone from the age of 5 to 12 can now get the vaccine. It's optional. It's not an enforcement, or I mean, I know that for adults it's an optional thing, but it's not as hefty on that. You can't get to certain places if you're unvaccinated, as it stands with those kids. Like for us adults, there was quite a lot of things you couldn't do if you weren't vaccinated. So we're just hoping that they don't do that to Alithia for our holiday.
Like they did on the Disney cruises.
Yeah, because there's no chance of us getting her vaccinated and getting to Florida
in time.
No. So the only way we could do it is if we go to the doctors and say, if they start playing that game, if we can go to our GP and say, look, we're going to Florida in 3 weeks' time, can we get her vaccinated now?
So yes, that's another step, I think, in the right direction for the parks.
Yeah.
Just for the fact of getting back to normal.
Yeah.
Purely for that reason only.
I'm not fussed about if I have, like I said, I will wear one.
Yeah, I don't mind wearing
one. I wear
one
all day at work. So
just be nice for it to be how it was.
Yeah.
2019 and earlier.
Especially when you're having your photos taken. I think that's where...
Well, you still can, can't you? So you can drop your mask for...
Can you? What, even when you're indoors?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was the case.
Oh, well.
Outdoors, definitely.
Outdoor, but indoor. I mean, I think the only thing I'm a bit worried about is the rides where you're particularly close to people in front of you. I might still wear one. I might not. I'll see how I feel at the time, but I'm going to take them with me and go from there. Obviously, we still have to wear them on planes, don't we?
as it stands at the moment,
yeah. Ha! And that moves swiftly on to our preparation.
Yes. Thank you for that very
See, I'm into those links there, those tedious links.
So, as you may have watched one of our, I say previous videos, probably one of our first news videos that we did a few months back, about the possibility of A350s being used on Virgin Atlantic flights to Orlando. And it looks like my speculation was right. Because we've since been notified by Virgin Atlantic that our flight has now changed from a Boeing 787 to an A350.
Which I was a bit worried about because I like the idea of going on a Dreamliner, less jet lag and all that lot. However, he's now reassured me that the A350s are pretty much the same kind of thing.
Yeah, they're all the new technology, carbon fibre made, so higher cabin pressure, which basically leaves you feeling less fatigued.
Which I like the sound of that.
And also higher oxygen content
cool.
fed through the air, which for the same purpose.
So hopefully, as we're wearing masks, we're wiping all the surfaces down and there's better air in the air, then hopefully this time we will be able to enjoy the full 14 days of our holiday.
Yeah. I'll put a link to that video somewhere around here. Just in case you haven't checked it out. But yeah, so basically it's the new leisure class basically, which has a slightly higher seat formation, which would only lead me to believe that when our flight goes ahead that it's very busy. I finally got to look on the seat map.
Oh yeah.
And there's literally only one of the rows to choose from, so it's pretty much a full flight.
Oh, what, as in everyone's picked their seats?
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm glad, because he noticed, because you check on there every day, don't you, pretty much?
Yeah.
You go onto your app every day
I
because
know
he's
what Virgin are
that excited.
like.
And also because he's that excited, he keeps checking how many days we are away. Yeah, you basically noticed. I remember you messaging me on Friday saying, they've changed our flight. Or was it yesterday? One of them.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah. So, and then they emailed us today to let us know that the flight had changed. So in the space of him checking out of his own back and then also going back on again today, everyone's picked their seats already.
Well, I think they were already allocated. To everyone. But
so
the ones they allocated us were okay. However, I've heard a few horror stories from a few people that it's not been the case. People have been moved around. So if you've got a flight coming up soon, then do check.
And check.
Make sure your seats are okay still.
That you're not separated from your family.
Yes, definitely. So yeah, that's the main news on our holiday preparation this week.
Not a lot else. I've been shopping for new outfits to wear. I'm a lot smaller than I was last time. Hopefully you'll see on our videos when we go. So I'm having to choose some new outfits. I mean, there's no problem with that.
Any excuse.
Any excuse to go shopping. But I've got to watch my bank balance because I've got to get my hair and my nails done before we go. So. But yeah, apart from that, not a lot else going on. Hopefully we'll have more to report next week though.
Yes, definitely. So stay tuned for next week's video. One more week closer to the holiday. Yes. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. We hope you did.
Follow us on Instagram as well.
And obviously thanks very much for all your support so far. It really does mean a lot to us. So stay tuned and we'll see you again next week.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye for now.